This video is for educational purpose only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed, non-profit or educational. In other words, everything that we say is alleged. No ifs, ands, or but, or suppose. Everything is alleged. It's the Paperwork Show, y'all, with Gene Deal. Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to start the show.
Start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, man? Just start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all. Yeah. They in here. Yo, Gene. I see y'all coming in. We got Dr. DeCosta. We got Pretty Gangster. The Deacon's daughter. Oh, they in here now. Lucky Lefty, Bigum. All your moderators. Christio. Todd. Oh, they flooding in. The Train Master. I see him now.
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Gene be talking that real shit. Yo, we gotta go through that.
Yeah, this Jay Prince staff, huh? What's going on? What's up with it, Jay Prince? Alright, this paperwork party, man. I seen you was on my Instagram today. Paperwork party, all on you. Paperwork party, all on you.
The Gene Deal Show, paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. It's getting looser and looser. Got some exclusive for losers. They on my Instagram daily. They mad cause paperwork and Gene under paper. They gon' hate me. So get your membership, subscribe and hit the like button. Best content on YouTube. We ain't doing this shit for nothing. Come on. Cash App, PayPal, or hit the super chats. Relax and tune in. We about to get it.
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Paperwork a producer. My boy Gene Deal, man. Paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork the producer. Paperwork the producer. Paperwork the producer. That's on that Gene Deal Show. Lego. Yeah, yeah.
What's up with it, gang? Gang, gang. Shout out to the paperwork party. Shout out to the Gene Deal Show. All right, we're in the building right now. We're waiting on Gene to come up. Gene having some technical difficulties, but he will be up in a minute. Let me know who's in the building, gang. Let me know if you're in the building tonight. Shout out to everybody coming in. All right. Shout out to everybody coming in. Gene got some things to talk to y'all about today when it comes, you know, with the Epstein shit. All right, so make sure y'all get the likes up. We got a good show today. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Appreciate everybody coming in, man. If you in the building, get the likes up. Gene a little late today, but he told me to hold it down till he get here. So we definitely about to hold it down. All right, so if you're on the Paperwork Party page, hit the like button. All right, if you're on the Paperwork Party page, hit the like button. We on 3 pages tonight, gang. That's Paperwork Party Season 5, Paperwork Party Season 6, and the Gene Deal Show page. All right, remember to hit those like buttons. All right, what I'm going to do is, since we waiting on Gene, I'm going to get into some headline news real quick since we waiting on Gene. A lot of things went on today in the news. And we're going to be talking about it not only on this show, but on my show next. We definitely going to be doing a show next about Twitch. Twitch passed away. So we're going to be breaking it down next on the Paperwork Party TV show. But let me see you in the building, man. What's up with it? Andre, what's up with it? D Always Observing, Chantel White, Correal, A Crime to Remember, Jerome Victims, KP, Tangela Walker, Star Shemia. Yeah. Zelensky definitely got punked out today. Let's talk about that real quick while we're waiting on Gene. All right, if y'all don't know, today, President Trump punked the shit out of Zelensky. I'm going to let y'all see it. All right, one thing President Trump ran on was stopping the war in Ukraine. We got Russia on board. Russia wants to stop the war. Ukraine wanted to make a deal to give us minerals, but they wanted to see it meet us in person, right? So we let Zelensky go to the White House today to meet old Trump. He thought it was going to be a piece of cake. And he wanted to show Trump these pictures of these dead people and these people hostage this and that in order to try to convince Donald Trump, let's keep the war going. You got to be out your mind. Do you actually think that we're about to, first of all, we want to know what happened to the $360 billion some dollar that we gave y'all to fight the war. We want that back plus interest, or give us all the minerals we want unlimited so we can build shit. Second of all, we're going to stop the war, and y'all got to come up with a plan. All right? But Zelensky saying that Trump is going to beat us up. He's going to go against the West. Like, he's going to do that. He's going to do that. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Y'all been bombing the hell out of them. Y'all been bombing each other, killing each other people. It's time to stop this war. So I'm going to let y'all see a video. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to cue it up. On Trump today, Trump really showed his ass today. And this is the type of shit I've been talking about. What happened today with Trump. This is the type of, let me see. This is what I've been talking about. This is the president I know to be. All right, so let's check this out real quick.
Tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I will respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2015.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was,
he
I
killed.
was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly
but-
right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people are been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president, in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed.
My bad. Hold on, gang. We had a technical difficulty. Gene is about to get ready to come up. Shout out to my boy Gene is about to get ready to come up. Hold on. Get the lights up. Gene is about to come up. But I want y'all to see this real quick. I want to show y'all something.
That could be
This
tougher than
crazy
any
dude.
human being you.
With him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr.
are not
President,
strong-
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for
Have you
trying to
ever
bring
been-
an end to this
Have
conflict.
you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Then come once.
I've actually watched and seen the.
Look at his body language. Look at Zelensky. Zelensky got his arms folded. Bro, we care about Ukraine, bro, but we not finna go broke for y'all. We've been paying for y'all government to function the whole time the war was going. Everybody that's not working in buildings, they getting paid off that $300-some billion. Bro, unfold your arms. You next to the president of the United States, and you being very disrespectful after we gave you $300-some billion. Now we want the war stopped. You want to keep the war going, but you ain't got no money.
Stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have
And
problems.
do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of
will
the United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
Now, gang, real quick, somebody said, don't forget Zelensky is an actor. Don't forget that, gang. Do not forget who Zelensky really is. Trump knows that he's negotiating with a cross-dresser. Everybody knows Zelensky is a cross-dresser. Before Zelensky became the president of Ukraine, he was a cross-dresser that used to dance in Ukraine. How the hell did a cross-dresser become the president of Ukraine? So don't forget, Trump knows that he's negotiating with a man that lives as a woman behind the scenes. I'm going to say that one more time. Trump knows he's negotiating with a man that lives as a woman behind the scenes, gang. This is the president of Ukraine. He is a cross-dresser dancer. Now he is the president, and he's negotiating with the president, of the United States. All right? I don't want nobody in the crowd to forget who Zelensky really is. All right? Y'all want to see who Zelensky really is before we finish seeing Trump chew him up? This who Zelensky really is, gang.
In the middle right now. Dance with me, baby. Dance with me, baby. Dance with me, baby. Got a party tonight.
That is the president of Ukraine. The president of Ukraine is a cross-dresser / actor. All right? He's playing the biggest role of his life right now, trying to get us to give more money to Ukraine when he was originally a cross-dresser dancing before he was put in as president of Ukraine. Trump knows who he's dealing with.
Dance, dance with me, baby. Dance, dance with me, baby. Dance, dance with me, baby. Got a body tonight. Baby, in a minute.
Look at him. Throwing booty everywhere, just slanging his booty around. This man has high heel shoes on. The president of Ukraine has high heel shoes on. Let me take this down so y'all can see. Look at them high heel shoes. The president of Ukraine has high heel shoes on, but you trying to sit down with the most powerful man in the world, Donald Trump, to get him to stop giving you money, but you ass naked with high heel shoes on. Nobody can take you serious, Mr. Zelensky. Look at the crowd. Shout out to the crowd, man. Shout out to the crowd. Y'all don't think Trump know that this nigga got high heel shoes on? Trump been knowing that. Shout out to D. Trump been knowing that the president of Ukraine was a cross-dresser. And they put him in place. Remember the first time Trump got impeached when he was in office? He had a phone call with the cross-dresser. Perfect phone call. But nah. All right? So I'm letting y'all know what's really going on. Who is Trump really talking to right now? Trump is talking to a cross-dresser right now. Now y'all want to know the real reason Trump kicked him out the White House? All right? Now y'all want to know the real reason Trump kicked him out of the White House. He's a cross-dresser. Let's finish seeing him dance.
In the middle right now. Dance, dance with me, baby. Dance, dance with me, baby. Dance, dance with me, baby. Got a body tonight. Dance, dance with me, baby. Dance, dance with me, baby.
That's the president of Ukraine.
Hello.
That is the president of Ukraine. All right? So if y'all didn't know, now y'all know. A lot of people in the crowd knew. A lot of people didn't know. Shout out to my boy Big Gene. Big Gene, I'm trying to show them who Donald Trump is sitting down with. Donald Trump had to kick President Zelensky out of the White House. I'm letting everybody know that Donald Trump, that this dude was in high heel shoes. All right, let's finish this real quick. Shout out to my
You're
boy
in no
Gene.
position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influenced.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position.
I
You
was
don't have the
saying-
cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
Right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What you're-
III.
what you're
You're
speaking
gambling
about?
with
What you're
World
speaking
War
about?
III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm
That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to you.
Far more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Now, Gene,
Yeah.
did you know that Zelensky went and campaigned for Kamala Harris?
Yes, I did.
Now, you campaigned for Kamala Harris. you put all your weight behind Kamala Harris. Shout out to my boy Gene. And you talk bad about Trump while campaigning for Kamala Harris. Now you sitting in front of Trump looking like a chump. Let's finish this real quick.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country is
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank-
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and your
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited-
military...
Did you see Trump push him? Come on, gang. I want everybody to get the lights up. Shout out to the gang. Did you see Donald Trump just push Zelensky? You are not supposed to put your hands on another president. All right? Donald Trump just pushed Zelensky. I'm going to show y'all real quick. That's aggravated assault, but they're not going to do shit about it. Watch this, gang. Watch him push.
Our country staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You
and
haven't
not
been...
Here you go. Here you go. Trump finna push him. Watch this, James.
only in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank-
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and your
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military...
I love it. Trump pushed him, guys. That's gonna go down in history. That Trump pushed another president of a country. That will go down in history because you're not supposed to put your hands on another president. Just
You
think
don't
if he
supposed to
would have
put
put
your
his
hands
hands
on
on
another
Trump.
person, bro. Yo,
Well, you're another person.
yo.
Hey, just think if he would have put his hands on Trump like that, the way Trump just pushed him. Just think if he would have pushed Trump like that.
Yo, he forgot Trump used to hang out with all the rappers, bro.
Bro,
Trump is a thug.
Bro, Trump just put his hand. That little dude is disgraceful. They took $350 billion. They said that they don't know where the money went. Then they begging for more money. They don't want to stop the war because America is the one that's fighting the war for them. And Trump say, well, if we stop fighting, y'all on y'all own. The war will be gone in no time.
Yeah, this is going.
equipment.
You invited
If
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment...
My bad. Go ahead, Jane.
Well, you know the thing about it is man, you know, this is not no diplomacy on Trump part, and you know, bruh, they gonna kill him. Yo, listen here. If it ain't some country, because you got to look at it like this, man. The European people going to think that. Listen to me. We don't have no help unless we give something up to America. They've been giving stuff from free from America all these years and all this time. It's like we've been supplying all the military support for them all this time, bro. And now they're gonna feel like, yo, we're not gonna get any help. We're not gonna get any help from America with this man in office. We're not gonna get any help. And
Now, you know what? It's not about what it is what Doge has did. They have uncovered this big ass scheme they got stealing all this money, bro. So it's not like they need help. Bro, these people are multi-millionaires off the taxpayer dollar stealing money. The majority of that money was funneled back to Democrats, my nigga, and they finding out about it. So it's not like he needs help. They need the money that we've been giving them. They need that money.
right, but still in all, bro, like you got to realize all these European countries and these people over there, that's the NATO alliance. And them having the NATO alliance, America promised them that we're gonna let you have your bombs closer to any aggressor, Russia, China, Anybody that's aggressive to us, our bombs is close because they over there in Europe. You understand what I'm saying? So that's part of the NATO alliance. In return, we supposed to protect these countries, but instead of protecting them, we just been uh, pushing out the taxpayers' money, and like he just said, we gave y'all 350 million or whatever he said, and y'all don't even know what. I'm not gonna win the war like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, and what these people gonna do? He just got into it with the France. He got into it with the France president. They gonna be like, yo, okay. They gonna, bruh. I feel like they gotta really protect him. If they want him to still be president, they're gonna have to really protect him because those people are crazy, bro. They
I,
they
I
don't. They crazy.
Nah, you're right. Those people are crazy. But what you gotta understand, when Trump was president the first term, Trump got away from NATO. NATO is funded by us, the majority. Whenever
Right.
NATO go help out my nigga, we do what 90%, and they bring the other 10%. And these are third world countries that they getting these people from and bringing them to these so-called the NATO army or whatever, the NATO alliance. So NATO is full of shit. He been trying to get out of NATO for the longest. Remember, Biden the one pushed us back into NATO. Trump finna get out of NATO again, bro. And NATO gonna collapse this time when Trump get out of NATO. We don't need NATO. NATO need us. We don't
Well,
need these other countries. They need us. You
well,
see
well,
how Zelensky
well, well,
crying like a
well,
little bitch?
well, in fact,
All these countries need us.
but you got to understand this, bro. We do need them to a certain degree because we need our bombs to be close to Russia if anything ever go down with Russia. You know what I'm saying? We need our bombs close to China if anything ever go down with China.
Let me
So we
ask you a
do.
question. Watch this. Let me ask you a question. Okay? And because you saying it, remember, I was in the Navy, bro. I was in the
Okay.
Navy. Okay. That's the reason that we have aircraft carriers. I was on an aircraft carrier. We don't need their runways. We have our own runways. All we have to do is put an
Yeah, but bro,
aircraft carrier. Hold on one second. All we
go
have to
ahead.
do is put an aircraft carrier on the side of your country. I can take over your whole country with one aircraft carrier. You see what I'm saying? So we don't need their
But
runways.
if you in our waters without our permission, nigga, we can bomb you.
Who gonna bomb America? Who gonna bomb us? I was in the
Yeah,
Navy. You
you
let
can't
me
put
know.
if it's not international water. If you're in international waters and if you're not in alliance with us, you can't be in our waters. You can't be in our waters.
So
You
you
got
actually
aircraft carrier in
believe
our waters because it's an international alliance.
you actually believe that America, China, Russia, these other countries do not tread in unknown waters
I'm
just
not
because they're
saying
not
that
supposed to
they
be over there.
don't. I'm not saying that they don't. But if they get caught, they could be bombed upon.
I mean, not really. I mean, they. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but we tread in unknown. We cross the line all the time.
Yeah,
Period. We do that all the time, and
and
nobody has ever bombed
I
us.
believe that to be true. I believe that to be true.
But I guess if anybody was to get close to America, I guess I can understand what you're saying. But no, we
Yeah,
do that. Ain't nobody ever really ain't nobody bombed us. We do it all the time. Actually, we was bombing the shit out of people. You see what I'm saying? And destroying ships and shit while we was out there.
right.
They call them pirates. We would get rid of pirates and shit. So yeah, so what do you think about Zelensky not making a deal? Because Putin is ready to make a deal to end this war, but
Well,
Zelensky
see,
want to keep the
people,
war
people,
going on, and he want me and you to pay for it.
people got to understand this. All this shit started because of NATO. Putin told Zelensky, "Yo, listen to me, man. I don't want y'all to be a part of NATO. You understand? I don't want y'all to be a part of NATO." And Putin is trying to get Russia back to what it used to be. All those countries, Poland, all that shit like that, Russian. What is the Poland? It was what's the other country? Ukraine. All that shit was all the USSR, and then they broke into pieces. Poland went to NATO. You understand what I'm saying? So we got bombs right over there in Poland. You understand? Ukraine them wanted to be a part of NATO, and Putin said, nah, we're not having the motherfuckers that close to us anymore. And what happened? He said we're gonna be a part of NATO, so it's like, okay, then we're gonna bomb y'all. We're gonna make sure that y'all don't be a part of nothing right now. And that's why it's all started like that. You know, Putin didn't want them to be a part of NATO. So, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So now they punch. Come on, the country is destroyed now. They destroyed now, and what he's trying to say? Yo, listen to me, man. Give Russia this part that they want, and go ahead with your country. And I understand where this man is coming on. Yo, Russia them don't deserve that part of our country, but in fact, all those countries over there was Russia at one time. It was one whole thing until they split up. When Stalin and all that shit with the down of Russia, that's when they all split up. So I don't know, man. But Trump just said, man, you gonna fuck around and start World War III.
I mean, that's what they want to do. They want to start World War III, but they want us to pay for it. You see what I'm saying? They want us to pay for the war that they've been trying to start because we've been paying for it through Biden. But it's a new sheriff in town. They gotta understand that we're not gonna keep paying for this crazy ass war. That ain't supposed to be going on right now. A lot of people are dying.
Right. Yeah.
So I was letting everybody know too. You had some stuff to say about Jeffrey Epstein. I got some. We know that today.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. What people don't understand is that they're gonna release these Jeffrey Epstein papers, and I don't think they're gonna release the tapes and the flight log and everybody who was there, everybody who took part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if they had little girls over there 14, 15 years old giving grown men massages, having sex and everything like that, then those people, that case should be reopened and revisit so those people could go to jail. Now,
Right.
what they're finding out is that Epstein was financed by the same people who financed your boy Diddy. The same people.
Yeah.
And he may have been a spy, bro. He may have been some kind of spy that was working, you understand, for either the government or some interest group, allegedly. For the government, allegedly, for some interest group, allegedly, that get these people on tape and get these people compromised. So if they ever need for them to do something, or they need them to vote for something or lead the people in a certain way, that they have it.
Fact.
They'll have them under control. And you have to ask yourself, what has happened to the tapes? Now, it was one prosecutor that had the tape for both people. That was Damian Williams. He was a prosecutor for Diddy, and he's a prosecutor for Epstein. And then now, he all of a sudden, Trump is going to be in office or whatever. He's going to resign. But hold up, bro. What happened to all that information? What happened to those tapes? What happened to those logs? What happened to all that paperwork?
All right, so hold on 1 second, Gene. For y'all that don't know, let me explain real quick. Cause I heard somebody in the crowd say, Damian, he ain't been the AG, well, he ain't been the Attorney General for a while. It's somebody else. Y'all gotta understand what Gene talking about, gang. I'm gonna let Gene finish, but this is what Gene talking about. The files that was released from the FBI, those files was coming from the New York office. Even though Damian out in office now, before he left, he knew this day would come, so he took a lot of those files with him. That's what Gene talking about.
How did the office one of the FBI office burned down or something like that. Did it burn down or something with all the
Yep.
files in it? Allegedly,
Facts.
it burnt down. That's just like when they had all that information on those bankers and the World Trade Center got blown up and all that stuff like that. How did the World Trade Center? How did a building a couple of blocks away from the World Trade Center blew up and nothing?
Because the same, hold on. So what y'all don't know is on September in September 2001 when 9/11 happened, 3 buildings fell that day. Not just 2, 3 buildings fell. All right. The World Trade Buildings and building number 7.
And
Building
then
number
the
7 was
CIA
like
building, the building where the CIA was in, with all the
this.
information, all those mortgage brokers, those all the stuff, all the information that they had against them, that they was going to bring them up on charges, Governor Spencer and all them. That
Facts.
building 2 blocks away blew up too, and they talking about from the heat. But what happened to all the buildings around them? The heat didn't affect those buildings.
That's
Come on, man.
facts. That's facts. And that's the same building that held all the SEC investigations when George Bush had raised his stock on the stock market and was investing in the Texas Rangers. And then he called the loss 2 years later and walked off with more than $50 million. They was investigating George Bush. He was the president at the time, and all those records was in Building 7.
Shit is crazy, bro. And then and people talking about, Trump is being crazy, doing crazy stuff. Okay, all right, but you're gonna have to, because he's dealing with a whole lot of crazy shit that's been going on in this country, and it's got to be dealt with, and it's got to be dealt with in a way where it's got to be radical.
Thank you.
It's got to be radical. It can't be no diplomacy in it. It's got to
Facts.
be radical. I told people in my chat, I'm not conspiracy, I'm not no conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I said I voted for Trump. I don't care what nobody, because I want him to tear it up. Tear it up, tear it down. You got 4 years to do it.
There you go. Get us back on
And,
track.
people,
You got 4 years.
and let me just tell y'all something. The Democrats don't have nobody in the play that could ever be president in the next 8 years. And there's only one person, and they trying to put him back in office in New York City, and that's Como.
Mm.
That's Como. He's the only one that has the ability to fight and be a president against anybody Republican at this time.
Well, when it comes to remember they was getting your boy in California ready, Newsom, but
No,
Trump been
he got too much
Trump been
stuff behind
pounding
him.
him so hard. I think he's gonna be scared to run against Trump.
Well, Trump can't run again.
Oh, well they may get Newsom then. They may get Newsom.
They can't, they'll try to get Newsom, but it'll be Como. That's why they got Como running for mayor in New York City.
So you actually think it's gonna be Como other than
Yep.
Newsom?
Yep.
You know what? They really do need the Democrats really do need a leader right now because they ain't got no leader. All right, so look, gang, on the screen, and I'm hearing people in the crowd say, "Well, they didn't release nothing new. They didn't release nothing new." Gang, they not lying. They did not release anything new. The only thing they released was all the flight logs, and they released all the masseuses that was massaging them, which was more than 250 of them. But they say those masseuses are all victims because those were the girls that Epstein was bringing over. So I can show y'all that list of the masseuses. Matter of fact, I will show y'all that list. But what I'm showing you is what they released. They're supposed to release more, but I'm showing you what they released. This is the FBI file that they released, gang. This is the flight logs. And all the names that y'all heard on these flight logs, y'all already heard them before. Michael Jackson, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton. These are the people that was on the flight logs. Go ahead, Gene.
Yeah. And then with that flight log, man, they have not released any of that was only the people who worked there. Did you notice that?
Yep.
That was the only people that were supposed to have been working. They didn't release the people who went as the guests.
All right, let me put the name.
Why is the FBI and the federal government holding back all those lists of everybody who went there?
Facts. All right, gang, if you look at the screen, and she said, Cool Lady says about 500 names, and Kamara said, where's the list? All right, Kamara, look at the screen. This is the list of all the women that were supposedly victims and masseuses. So for y'all that don't know what Epstein used to do is, Epstein used to recruit women and give them $100 bill to give him a massage. So what Epstein will do is, Epstein will meet you on the streets and he'll ask you, could you give him a massage? And if you say yes, he'll give you his address. And when you come by his house, he'll give you $100 bill to give him a massage.
But then
Well,
he was
then
also
he want,
using. Oh, go ahead. Well, I'm sorry.
no, you good. Well,
He
then
was
these
also using the young girls to recruit people and get them an extra $100 if they bring
yes,
somebody.
yeah, there you go. And he was using them to get like to give them the extra 100 to go recruit other people to keep. So either way it go, it was hundreds of women coming by Epstein's house to give him a massage. But when they would come by his house and give him a massage, Bill Clinton to be there, a whole bunch of people on the list to be there, and they would get him massages, and they would end up having sex with all those underage girls, and they would videotape them, and they would use them against them in politics. So let's say Bill Clinton was about to pass a bill. Instead of him passing the bill, you see what I'm saying? They would stop him from passing the bill by saying, look, we got these videos and you having sex with these girls. And Epstein was controlling governments by doing this because he had people in London on tape, all this shit. Go ahead, G. And somebody just sent a super chat. Let me go back up here. Shout out to One Joyful. Same day, Twitch.12/13/22 after the user's fire in New York warehouse to house 30 years of New York evidence included. And you know what? Twitch death must have been a distraction for that. Appreciate you donating to the paper recording, Gene. This show. Shout out to One Joyful Ladybug in the house. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Gene.
Yeah, and what y'all gotta understand is this, man. You know, the same people that was doing that, that's why Damian Williams has destroyed tapes and evidence. Watch and see. Watch how evidence come up missing. They said they went into Epstein's safe. If they went in his safe and got all those tapes and everything, just like they got all the tapes from Diddy's house, why is it missing? How is stuff from the federal government missing now? Like, everybody, they want y'all to believe that allegedly, let's just say allegedly, Epstein is dead. Now, ain't it a coincidence, y'all? And I'm bringing this back up because I'm kind of upset that these justice because of the government is withholding information from the people. I'm kind of upset that the government is withholding information from the people. Look at this, bro. Why is such a coincidence that the cameras are not working? The guards don't go on around and do their rounds this particular day. The supervisor that supervise the guards don't come around and make sure that they doing their rounds, and the logbook is not done. Anybody know who work with corrections or work in the government, they know they have a logbook. And that logbook has to be, camera one working? Good. Camera 2 working. Every hour on the hour. You have to write something. If you work corrections, you have to write something in those logbooks every hour on the hour. What you saw, and if the cameras and everything is working.
I already now watch this. Shout out to Drain Masters. Appreciate that donation, Drain Masters. I like what Drain Master said, y'all. He told the truth. A lot of people don't think me and Gene don't know this. I see a lot of people in the crowd that's been saying what Drain Master's saying. We know that this information was already dropped, that they re-dropping it. That's why Big Gene is telling y'all that Damian is the one that stole a lot of it before he left New York. Remember,
That
the
was his.
New York branch, that's the branch that has to release this information to the Washington, D.C. or Quantico. They the ones holding it back. Now, he said the public will never know the truth. They plan releasing lists, but was released years ago. Shout out to my boy Drain Masters, because the same shit that we showing y'all tonight, gang, that they just dropped, it was like leaked like last year. I remember this exact list. Gene, look at this list on the screen, Gene. This is supposedly a list of all the women that was masseuse. I'm gonna scroll down. Watch this, Gene. Look at her. They blotted out every name on this list. So all they doing is releasing blank sheets of paper with nothing but black blot out ink on it. That's 254 names. 254 names they blotted out. Why would you release something that you just gonna blot the whole damn thing out?
Mm-hmm. But see, what I want the people to understand is that Damian Williams, the prosecutor, who has been allegedly paid by special interest groups to go in there and get that information so it will never make it to the public eye. The same prosecutor is the one who went in there and got the information that Puffy had on people, and it will never get to the public eye. If Prince Charles or was it Prince Charles was over there chilling with Puff, you understand what I'm saying? If certain politicians was chilling with him, if certain people with political influence was chilling with him and doing shit at the freak offs, we'll never see it. We will never see it.
I mean, they acting like they finna. One thing about it, they acting like they finna give us this transparency to where we gonna be able to see it. So, what do you think they gonna release? Since Gene, since they not gonna release the video, what the hell are they gonna release? Blank pieces of paper like this, bro?
You see what they just gave you, right? You see what they just gave the fucker, huh?
Yeah.
You see what they just gave us, right?
This is not acceptable, Gene.
And
Bro,
that's what they're gonna release with our taxpayers' money.
come on now, man. Y'all, they finna start giving us blank pieces of paper. Why the hell are you? That's like teasing a dog with, you know what I'm talking about, with a raw piece of meat or some shit. What is this, bro?
Yeah, that's where the transparencies go straight out the window.
Wow.
And the reason why is that the special interest groups and these people, BlackRock, the Rockefellers, all these people still own the government. They still own the government.
You know what? That's another thing too. I was thinking. Now, you know I love my boy Trump. I ain't got nothing against Trump. I done met Trump a few times. He wrote me a few letters. You see what I'm saying? Everybody that know me know. You see what I'm saying? I've been rocking with Trump since day one. But I'm actually starting to think that Trump may be in more of this paperwork than we expected, because Now Trump is in a, think about it, Gene. Just think about this, Gene. I know you, Gene, you know me. And shout out to Tanaj, who said that they think Trump may be in the paperwork. Think about this, Gene. And I'm gonna ask I'm gonna ask something to the crowd. Let me see. Do you think the Trump administration will release Trump files? All right, so one reason I'm asking this, and I ain't turning on nobody, nothing like that. My thing is this, and I want the crowd to answer this along with Gene. I know for a fact Donald Trump was on the flight logs. Everybody know that. They leaked that a long time ago. Now we got confirmation Trump was on the flight logs. I love Trump. I was pissed off he got shot. I got all the cologne. I got all the shoes. You see what I'm saying? Bro, that's my nigga, bro. But
I already know.
Gene,
I already know.
bro, I'm starting to think, and the whole crowd is saying no. I ain't, look, I'm looking at the crowd, bro. I'm starting to think that a lot of this shit that's being blotted out and not released, Trump may have been on that Epstein Island doing something he wasn't supposed to do, and it's documented.
Well, what I think of it is that they had George Soros and them. They had control of Epstein's stuff, and they didn't want Trump even to be president. So if they had him doing something with an underage woman, they would have been put that shit out.
Okay, I got you on that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I believe if he was doing something with underage women, I think they wouldn't have been put out. Now, was he probably cheating on one of his wives that he had on? Yeah, he probably was. That's what billionaire playboys
hold up,
do, that shit.
Gene, you just answered. The whole crowd said if it's anything on Trump, no. You just answered 100%. So watch this, Gene. We know for a fact that there's no underage girls because they would have put it out like you said. They would have leaked it. Why is the Trump administration not giving us what we want? Why not give us these unredacted forms so we can, as the people, the taxpayers, so we can look at it ourselves? Why? What is Trump hiding, my nigga? What are they hiding, bro?
Well, I believe if Trump stuff get released, then there's some other people and prominent people in, you know what I'm saying, that was on the islands that they're gonna have to get that stuff released too.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, my thing is this: Trump is a billionaire, and not only did Trump go to the island and get on the flight logs, but at the same time, Trump got some billionaire homeboys that was still fucking with Epstein after Trump told Epstein he couldn't come back to Mar-a-Lago. Remember, Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago because he was trying to talk to some of his homeboys, little daughters or whatever. But it was still some people fucking with him. Maybe Trump is protecting his homeboys by not releasing the whole files, my nigga. Maybe he protecting somebody else, bro.
Well, that's a possibility, but that's all a possibility. But the thing about it is that they got us on a need-to-know basis. What they think we need to know, that's what they're gonna let us know, point blank. And they don't even care, bro. They so vicious with it, like they were supposed to releasing the Kennedy files and everything like that. Now we know that it was a special agent, a CIA agent that killed Kennedy. That was with a special gun that was made for the CIA.
But wait a minute. Remember, I said this 10 years ago. I also said this when I first started the paperwork party. For people that don't remember, I've been telling y'all for years that the driver of the car is the person that killed John F. Kennedy. I've been saying that for years. Now the world want to find out. They just now releasing it to the world. But more than 1 million people been knowing this shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like everybody know. And I'm gonna tell you another secret too. His name was William Greer. He was a CIA agent. A lot of people are saying that he was a Secret Service agent. He wasn't, gang. When John F. Kennedy got to Dallas, Texas, the CIA took over his protection and told the Secret Service to stand down. It's videos out of the Secret Service standing down. That dude that was sitting in the front seat of that car was a CIA
He was a
agent.
CIA agent. And the CIA is not supposed to take care of the president. The Secret
Thank you.
Service is supposed to take care of the president.
And you know what, Gene? People don't know that, bro. Gene, I've been saying that shit for damn near 10 years, Gene. And now somebody can literally bag me up. Gene, people don't understand that Secret Service is supposed to take care of the president, not the CIA. So when they figure out that William Greer is working for the CIA, and who else is working for the CIA? With George Bush Sr. working for the CIA. That's who was protecting the president. That's the reason they got a good kill shot on John F. Kennedy Jr. On John F. Kennedy, because John F. Kennedy was being protected by the CIA. He was in the mouth for the wolves, my nigga.
And people don't understand this. The president, the CIA head was George Bush, who runs Texas, and the president get killed in Texas where you run it?
Facts.
Come on, man. He should have been ousted out of the government. He should have been ousted out of that position the whole 9 yards. You understand? But he did what the special interest groups wanted him to do. Because what happened is if you understand Kennedy plight, Kennedy wanted to open up all the files back then and let y'all know that the country was being run by the Illuminati that was put in place by George C. Woodson, who was the president. That's why you got that eye over the dollar bill and that pyramid in the back of it. Woodson was one of the ones who, he was the one who voted and said it was all right to put that on a dollar bill. You understand?
Facts. I'm checking out the crowd. Y'all gotta understand what's really going on, gang. Look, let me explain something to you. If they not gonna release what we want from the Epstein files, just like Gene just said, what make you think they're gonna release the JFK files? And I'm really kind of pissed off at this because
the Martin Luther King file. Everybody think those. Listen to me. Everybody think that those 3 men killed Malcolm X. Those 3 Muslims. They had a makeshift wall sitting up there that a man was behind the wall with a rifle and killed Malcolm X.
Facts.
It's a lot of stuff that's going on, bro. And if all those things get released to the public, man, we ain't gonna have, first of all, we don't have no faith in the government in the first place.
And
we don't have faith in the government in the first place.
Bro,
and when all that stuff get released, we really ain't gonna have no faith in them.
I ain't got no faith in them. Look, my thing, I'm so pissed off. These files I just showed y'all, these files are pathetic. These files are pathetic. Look at this. Look at that, gang. Look at that. Okay, you know what? Real quick, Gene, I'm about to read through the list that was released of all the masseuses that was involved. Let me read this real quick. Masseuses, number 1, redacted. Number 2, redacted. Number 3, redacted. Number 4, redacted. Number 5, redacted. Number 6, redacted. Number 7, redacted. Number 8.
Okay, bro.
Need I go on? Gee, I was about to stop. Hey, right when you said okay, I was like, I can't go to 10. I was about to stop.
This shit is crazy, bro.
Need I go on? 250 redactions, but they say, oh, we released it, Gene. We showing transparency. That ain't
Yeah,
transparency, my nigga.
that's not transparency at all.
They could have showed one name, Gene. One name out of that 200. Just give me one.
You could
They
have
ain't even do that.
showed the girls that who sued and and was on the island with the prince and all this other stuff, but then they're letting us know that they ain't got to show us shit. We ain't got to
No,
give you shit.
hold on. Plus. We understand those were supposedly 254 victims. We understand that. But let me explain something to y'all real quick. I'm glad you said that, Plus, because me and Gene talked about this earlier, and Gene just said something. I don't want you to miss this, Plus, because you always in the crowd. Listen to this, because Gene just said this. Out of those 254 girls, it was girls that was going out getting other girls. Those aren't victims, okay? If you going out recruiting other girls and bring them to Epstein, you are not a victim, okay? Those names are blotted out too. All right, just remember that. Shout out to
Well,
Big Rock.
well, I wouldn't say they're not a victim, man, but I would say that they did help, like the lady who got the 20 years. What's her name? What's her name? Margaret. The lady
You
got
talking about Ghislaine?
Ghislaine. What's her name?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Maxwell. Yeah, Maxwell. I know it began with an M. Sorry about that, y'all. Well, Maxwell, she was doing the recruiting, and then she helped other girls do the recruiting. And sometimes when you're brainwashed, you can still be a victim and still help the person that is victimizing you and other people. So I wouldn't say they wasn't a victim, but I would say that the government, at least since they was in court and their name was on transcripts and everything, they at least could have put their name on the masseuse list, because they were masseuses. That's how they got over there.
I understand, but wait a minute. They want you to see, and I think you just said it, Gene. They want you to think they victims, but they really not. They probably informants because they gotta work to bring down whoever. They gotta work for the government. A lot of those girls on they look, I watched a documentary with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of those girls was not victims. A lot of those girls was hired just to recruit. And they was not victims at all. A lot of them had been, like you said, brainwashed. They've been massaging a nigga for like 10 years, and they was already in the game. Some of those
Yeah, but they
girls was
still
just brought
victims,
in.
bro. They still victims
Who's
because
still
they came
victims?
because they came under a false pretense that they was going to have a job, a regular job, and they didn't have to do sexual acts, and they didn't have to do the things that they were done.
Nigga, they had a good job making good money.
Hold on.
They was making good coinciding money. All right, gang, look. We can take a vote in the crowd. Who think that every girl on that list was a victim? And who think that some of those girls on the list was not a victim? I'm looking at the crowd right now. Who think that all 254 girls was a victim?
All right, go ahead.
Who think that some of them may not have been a victim? Let me see.
All right. Okay.
All of them wasn't children. Shout out to Black Gold. All of them wasn't children.
All right, I'm doing the show.
Let me see. They all was victims. Not all of them was victims. All of them was victims. They were all victims. Let me see. If they were minor, they were victims. Those women were all still victims. MK Ultra 50-50. Damn, shit, I don't know. Some are not victims. Okay, let me see. No, some were and not. Hey, y'all, hey, Gene, I just asked a question. I was like, who think all the 254 women are victims, and who think that some of them, it's like 50-50, bro.
I know.
Some people saying all the women on the list was victims. Some people saying that some of the women on the list was not victims. So it's 50-50, it's split down the middle in the crowd.
Yeah. Well, I just believe that if they came to an employer with the under the pretense that they were going to be hired to do a certain kind of job, a certain kind of work, and then that employer got them in there rubbing them and doing this and doing something like that, and they get caught up in that stuff like that. They still like, to me, they still like a victim. I don't know, bro. They still a victim.
They was having sex, and it was more than a massage. It came to, instead of it being $100 massage, it turned to $1,000 menage a trois.
Right.
And then it went from $1,000 menage a trois to $2,500 to fly you to where we do the real massages at, to the island. And when you get to the island, that's where the real money at. That's where Bill Clinton them at on the island. They on the island sitting down throwing real hundreds. That's where the real money at on the islands. But you had to work your way to get to the islands. That's why Trump, man.
Okay, some was and some weren't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that vested in it. But if they say they were a victim, I say they're a victim. If they, if they wasn't victims, then they don't get no check.
Facts.
And they freeze up all that money, bruh. How did that money get froze up, bruh?
What money?
That Epstein money.
You talking about his estate?
Yeah.
I mean, they got to investigate the money, right?
They don't have to investigate the money to pay the victims off.
I mean, yes, they do.
The federal government should have took all that, bruh.
They got to investigate the money. You know what? I'm glad Michelle, I wasn't going to say nothing about Wiener's laptop. I told Gene today that the key is not and look on the screen, Gene. That's what we were talking about today. I was telling Gene earlier that the key is not Hunter Biden's laptop. The key is Wiener's laptop. And shout out to Michelle. I'm not going to dwell on that, but I'm glad you said that, Michelle, because that's what I've been telling everybody. Everybody forgot about Wiener's laptop. That's the key. And guess who had Wiener's laptop? The New York FBI. Guess who had Hunter Biden's laptop? The New York FBI. Guess who had the Epstein? Guess who had the Epstein files? The New York FBI. That all goes back to what Gene was saying about old Damian. Go ahead.
Damian Williams. Damian Williams is the reason why he was put in place to get those information and get that information and destroy it or put it where nobody could touch it.
Facts.
Or find it.
Facts.
Watch and see. Watch and see. He gonna come out.
Look.
He gonna come out with this prestigious law firm. Watch and see what I'm saying. He gonna have one of these prestigious law firms, all this money and everything like that. Watch and see.
That nigga said, watch and see. Come on, Jane. Come on. So you actually telling me that somebody finna be rewarded from this shit?
They're gonna get rewarded from that. He gonna get rewarded from that, bro. Because you gotta look at it. Look at here, man. Puff must have had a couple of people that was like, he must have got somebody that they really wanted for the simple reason is this. Why would a New York-based Eastern District, the Southern Eastern District, go after somebody in California and Miami when they have their own district of federal government? Why would he go after them? Because the same people that was financing Puff is the same people who were financing Epstein, the same people who was dealing with Weiner and his wife and them, the Clintons and all this other shit like that. The same people. And I'm gonna throw allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And I think that Trump, even though that's my boy and all that, I just think that he probably cool with a lot of these people that's on the list. That's why he dragging his feet But
Somebody said, didn't the police officer get sick or something?
where you see that at?
It was like 3 things back.
There you go. Bro, yes, Wiener's laptop
Didn't the
is,
police officer get sick after what he
they
saw
saw
in
Wiener's
video?
laptop.
Didn't one of the two die after seeing it? Hillary was on that laptop. Absolutely. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, that whole laptop was, remember, Hillary Clinton was, I think, the Secretary of Defense or whatever, Secretary of State or whatever at that time. And remember, her right
She's the
hand
Secretary
bitch
of
was,
State.
yeah, hey, the right hand woman was her girlfriend. That was Omadine, whatever. That was her girlfriend. Her boyfriend or her husband, whatever, was Wiener. And Wiener had everything on that damn laptop. What they did was all the drives that she was putting on the laptop, she was uploading. Anytime that Hillary Clinton would give her a file, she'll upload it to that particular laptop. And she was uploading all secrets and documents and a lot of sex parties, underage girls getting fucked. And bro, allegedly, bro, on that laptop, you talking about some underage girls getting knocked. I'm talking about 3, 2 years old, 5 years old. All that was on Wiener's laptop. And on Hunter Biden's laptop, those girls was like 8 years old, 10 years old, this and that.
That
And he
pizza
also,
party stuff is serious, bro.
these
That
people are crazy.
That pizza party, that stuff is serious, man.
That shit's
It's some
serious.
weirdos.
That shit's serious. That's
I had
why
somebody
now,
on my channel. And it really gets weirder than that. Because I didn't say it, but I alluded, and somebody said it on my channel, and they was talking about these people was even doing uh necrophilia.
facts.
They was either doing necrophilia. It's crazy.
And you understand,
There's some sick people in this world.
on those videos, y'all, and y'all may not believe this, and I'm gonna say allegedly, Gene know I'm telling the truth. On those videos, and a lot of people that seen the videos leak the information telling you on those videos, those kids was murdered, y'all. Those kids was not raped and all that, and then they put them back into society. Those kids was murdered, and they took the organs from those kids, and these people are passing those organs out to Hollywood actors and shit, selling hearts and shit. These people are demonically crazy, and they drinking blood and shit. Jay-Z was doing that shit with old girl. That's what Gene was telling y'all, last week? What's the woman named Gene that Jay-Z, they drinking all the blood and all the with the kids and shit? This shit is crazy, yo.
Yeah, she's a cannibalist, and they eat human flesh. And Jay was dancing with her. And where did they get the human flesh? Oh my God.
They got the human flesh from the fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Look, whenever we remember, Gene, when we showed them the video with Naomi Campbell and Diddy, and we tied Naomi Campbell in with Jeffrey Epstein because she had some underage girls from him at her party. All the kids that was being passed around was coming from Jeffrey Epstein. All right? All of them. Diddy had the baby oil. That goes back to massages. He learned that from Jeffrey Epstein, the massages with the baby oil. Shit crazy. It's nasty. They just leave a bad taste in your mouth, huh?
Nah, no Diddy, bro. Ain't no bad taste in my mouth.
Fucking Diddy. No Diddy at all. Oh yeah, and another thing, gang, if I'm ever wrong about anything, I'm not perfect. Remember, gang, if I'm wrong about something, I'm gonna say it.
None of us perfect.
So I don't know. Somebody sent me this with Zelensky. I don't know if this was AI. I don't know if this was actually real. So I'm gonna say 60% AI, 40% real. But if I'm wrong, I apologize to President Zelensky if this is AI. But rumor has been around that he was a cross-dresser and he was a dancer and he was an actor. So if that was AI, my bad for showing that video if that was AI. But that doesn't change the fact that he was a cross-dresser, he was a dancer, and there's other things out there. So I just wanted to say that before we end the show, that if that was AI, then my bad, because we don't like doing fake news on this show. Gene, I'm gonna let you get the last word. And hold on 1 second, gang. We about to be talking about in the next 5 minutes. We're going over to the paperwork party. I put it in the comments. We're gonna be talking about Twitch. All right, Twitch wife came to the page today as well. Shout out to Allison. I hope you help us solve this murder. We don't believe that he committed suicide, but we're going to talk about it here in about the next 5 minutes. So if you can, gang, just go over to the Paperwork Party TV page. All right, and remember, gang, to always check out the Pop-Off Show. The Pop-Off Show comes on Trump Thursdays. And I'm pretty sure the Pop-Off Show going to be talking about Trump throwing Zelensky out the White House. So be sure to catch the Pop-Off Show this Thursday for Trump Thursdays. Shout out to Honey J Baby in the house. What's up with you, Honey J Baby? Been a member for 19 months. Gene, before we get out of here, same the member Sean, the Honey J Baby. We about to get out of here and head over to the Paperwork Party TV channel. All right, y'all. Look like Gene was frozen. I look like Gene was frozen. Shout out to Honey J Baby. Come and be a member, y'all. On the show. Shout out to you for becoming a member. We appreciate you becoming a member of the Gene Deal Show. All right, gang. Remember to head over to the Paperwork Party. We're about to go live right now. All right, we're about to go live right now. It's in the comments. I think Gene froze up. We about to get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I will see y'all again next week. Tomorrow night and next week. Let's get up out of here, gang. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm about to start the show.
Start the show then, Gene. People been waiting on you all day.
I'm just gonna wait till everybody come in.
Why you gotta wait, man? Just start the show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all. Yeah. They in here. Yo, Gene. I see y'all coming in. We got Dr. DeCosta. You got Pretty Gangster. The Deacon's daughter. Oh, they in here now. Lucky Lefty, Bigum. All your moderators. Christio. Todd. Oh, they flooding in. The Drain Master. I see him now.
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
I'm a member.
On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show. Gene be talking that real shit. Yo, we gotta go through that.
Yeah, this Jay Prince down, huh? What's going on? What's up with it, Jay Prince? Alright, this paperwork party, man. I seen you was on my Instagram today. Paperwork party, all on you. Paperwork party, all on you.
The Gene Deal Show, paperwork a producer. We sliding in like Medusa. It's getting looser and looser. Got some exclusive for losers. They on my Instagram daily. They mad cause paperwork and Gene under paper. They gon' hate me. So get your membership, subscribe and hit the like button. Best content on YouTube. We ain't doing this shit for nothing. Hit the Cash App, PayPal, or hit the super chats. Relax and tune in. We about to get it.
Yeah, come and be a member, y'all. On the Gene Deal Show.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Come and be a member, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Gene Deal Show.
Paperwork a producer, we sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork a producer, paperwork a producer, paperwork a producer. That's on that Gene Deal show. Paperwork a producer, my boy Gene Deal, man. Paperwork a producer, we sliding in like Medusa. Paperwork the producer, paperwork the producer, paperwork the producer. That's on that Gene Deal show. Lego, yeah, yeah.